Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So as usual we have prepared a fundamental report by the end of the month. Here's how it looked like. You always could find all reports that we prepared on the Bitcoin here in the blog section, the Sive Morten blog, and you can see here is all articles on the Bitcoin. That's the most recent one. And I think that might be interesting to you because here we're considering really practical things that now is going on in the market, particularly speaking correlation and relation with the stock market, with the gold, and the changing of this relation. It's really a very important background that situation in the market could change. Actually, we already see that something is changing in the Bitcoin market by also looking at the gold market, which will be the object of our analysis in the weekly report as usual. We come to conclusion that Bitcoin really could show the significant upward action in the nearest few months. So, and also as usual we bring here some expectations, targets, so everything that we usually do in our weekly reports. Now if you take a look at the weekly picture, obviously the monthly chart is becoming most important to us. It's because a few sessions until the end of the April, and as we mentioned in the beginning of the month, that might be the vital pattern for perspective of the, actually for 2-3 months perspective. This is potential bullish grabber. Its minimum target will be around 110 area, but we suggest that it might be just the straightforward upward continuation to the major target. It stands around 120 and 127, 130 area. So it'll be next major destination point on the Bitcoin. Also, we see some fundamental background for that, as you could read in our fundamental report. So that's in fact the core of our analysis right now. That's the chart that points on the direction, set the direction. All other charts is actually just some add-on to this big chart that specifies some technical issues, where to take position, how to take position, and so on. So on the weekly chart, I do not see something really interesting for now. Trend formally remains bearish, but market is not at ever bad. It shows significant pullback here up from the 75 areas we suggested, and actually very short some stops that we were considering now are completed. Now for the market, it's a big resistance range that it has to break to prove the bullish ambitions. So you can see market closely come to this consolidation and it stands here, and it's trying to break it up. So once this breakout will happen and market will return back in this consolidation, the way to the 110 area will be opened. So it will turn to the new trading range, and actually it will be able for fluctuations. So currently market is challenging it. But we do not expect the breakout in tomorrow sessions, just because we take a look at the daily chart, market strongly overbought. On the daily chart, there are two moments to consider. First of all, our minor hand short pattern that we discussed on intraday charts now is completed, so market hits the OP, but at the same time take a look at the acceleration. It's really strong. It gives chances on a further upward continuation, but not today. The market now stands on the overbought. Second moment is take a look how the confidence has been broken. So actually market just break it up without any response. So just break it up. And usually when this happens, this area is becoming the kind of the support. So when the market is retesting it from the opposite direction, an area around 88, 89, 90, this confidence will become the support area. That's why we have to pay the primary attention to retracement right to this level if you would like to consider taking the long position. That's the second conclusion that we could make. On the intraday charts, everything mostly stands about the same moment. So on the 4-time frame chart, you could see completion minor hand shorts that we were trading in the last couple of weeks probably. Here's everything great. We even talked about 93 target, but you can see market was going directly to major ABCD extensions 95, because initially, if you remember, we were talking about this ABCD XOP target that was standing around 93, and also this XA extension to the upside, it was also around 93 area. But you can see this action has become even stronger and market completed 95 target. Now you can see minor pullback. On the hourly chart, you could see the fib levels, and I would mention this particular area that seems really interesting to us. It's you can see even by the chart performance that it was support resistance area. So that was the resistance, collapsed resistance. Once again resistance, here's some consolidation, also then a breakout. So in an area around 88, 87, where we have these two fib levels, this probably it's a bit wide for a confluence, 85, 80, 87, but still that's an area where we will be watching for possible bullish patterns if market will show the retracement to this level. So at this point, right now, I wouldn't consider taking new longs just because action was overextended. It was particular reaction on particular events concerning the Jerome Powell, China tariffs, and so on. So some relief has been broken to the market, appointment of the new Securities and Exchange Commission chief. So all this together has brought some positivity. Now markets come to the end of the week, some profit booking possible, and in the current circumstance, I prefer to wait for a pullback.